Hi there, welcome to Yes Yoga Stories, and I'm Trupti. So from today onwards, I will start chanting the Gita, and I will do this every 2 weeks. So as the tradition goes, the Gita, when you start reciting the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita, you start with the Dhyana Shloka. So my special thanks to my friend who's back in my life after more than 25 years. So Yogita and I were like childhood friends, and she was my best friend. And we also went together to the so-called spiritual classes when we were like quite young. And I also have a very strong background because of my mother's parents, my mother's father and my mother's mother, as well as my father's family. So basically my mother's father, Bhavani Shankar Bhatt, was a trained Pandit, and he used to perform a lot of pujas and yagyas and chanted a lot. And my father's mother, so I was born and brought up in a joint family in Bombay or Mumbai. So my father's mother, who was bedridden, would recite prayers every day with us. So she would basically the whole day long chant, but it was like a tradition that my two cousins and myself and my little brother, we used to sit beside her bedside every evening and we would chant all the shlokas. So one of them was Vasudeva Sutam Devam, which must be very familiar with most of you. And it was a big surprise to me because my journey has gone further. And I realized that when you start reciting the Gita, you do the Gita Dhyanam, and the fifth stanza is Vasudeva Sutam Devam. Plus the other one that many of you must be knowing is the eighth stanza, Mukham Karoti Vācānam. So okay, so let me start with the Gita Dhyanam. Om Sriparamatmane namah. Atha srimad bhagavad-gītā dhyanam. Om pārthāya pratibodhitam bhagavata nārāyaṇena svayam vyāsena gratitam purāṇa-muninā madhye mahabhāratam advaitāmṛta-varṣiṇīṃ bhagavatīṃ ashtādashaḍyāyiņīṃ ambatvām anu-saṃ-dadhāmi bhagavad-gīte bhava-dveṣiṇīṃ. Namostute vyāsa-viṣāla-buddhe pullāravindāyata-patra-netra yena tvaya bharata-taila-purnaha prajvalito jnānamaya pradipaha prapanna-parijātāya totra-vetraika-pāṇaye jnānamudraya krishnāya gītāmṛta-duhe namaha. Sarvo upanishado gao dogdha gopalanandanaha partho vatsa sudhir bhokta dugdham gītāmṛtam mahat. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa-chanūramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam vande jagadgurum. Bhishma-drona-tata Jayadratha-jala Gandhara-nilotpala Shalyagravati शल्याग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी शोतिर्ना खलु पाण्डवै रणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवाच सरोजम् अमलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेशरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारतपङ्कजं कलिमला प्रध्वंसिना श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे कृष्ण परमानन्दमाधवम्. यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैर्वेदैः साङ्गपदा क्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः. So that was the end of it, and these were 9 verses. So it's not clear who the author of the Gita Dhyanam is, because the Gita Dhyanam, the Dhyana Shlokas of the Bhagavad Gītā are just recited before beginning with the Bhagavad Gītā, which was obviously, the scribe was Vyasa. Vyasa wrote it, but it was recited by, it was told by Krishna to Arjuna in Mahabharata. And probably some people say that it could be Adi Shankaracharya who wrote the Dhyana Shloka, and some people, because of Adi Shankaracharya writing the Vasudeva Sutam, which is a part of the Krishnashtakam, but some others say that it is Srimad Madhusudhana Saraswati. So Madhusudhana Saraswati wrote the Dhyana Shloka. So it's unclear about the author, as I mentioned. But I hope that you enjoyed it, and it all helps us because of the Mahabharata, especially in the Corona times. Many of us are going through a difficult stage, and maybe it's a good idea to refer to your holy books. For me, it's the Gita. And so those of you who are interested in the Gita, I will continue chanting the Gita, and I will also try and explain the meaning of the shlokas. So maybe now a quick meaning in English. I will do a separate one some other time, the whole thing in German. So now I will just tell you the meaning of the Dhyana Shlokas in English, which goes like the 9 verses. Om, O blessed Mother Bhagavad Gita, thou goddess, who was imparted to Arjuna by Narayan himself, so Narayan is another name of Krishna, recorded amidst the Mahabharata by Vyasa, the ancient sage, showers the nectar of Advaita composed of 18 chapters. I meditate on thee, the destroyer of samsara. Salutations to thee, O Vyasa of mighty intellect, thou whose eyes are large like the petals of a full-bloomed lotus. It was thou who lit the wisdom lamp which brims with the oil, that is the Mahabharata. I salute Lord Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, the bestower of supreme delight to Devaki, the destroyer of Kamsa and Chanura, and the teacher of the world. Lo, the battle river of Kurukshetra, with Bhishma and Drona as the banks, with Jayadratha as the water, with the prince of Gandhara as the blue water lily, with Shalya as the crocodile, with Kripa as the current, with Krishna as the high wave, with Ashwatthama and Vikarna as terrible sharks, and with Duryodhana as the whirlpool, was crossed by the Pandavas because they had Krishna as their ferryman. May the stainless lotus of Mahabharata, which was born on the waters of the words of Vyasa, the son of Parashara, which has the message of the Gita for its overpowering fragrance, which contains numerous narratives proclaiming the glory of Hari as its stems, and which is sucked again and again in great joy every day by the honeysuckers of virtuous men. May it prevail for the good of all who want to be cleansed of the taint of the Kali Yuga, or the age of Kali. I salute Madhava, the supremely blissful one, by whose grace a dumb man can become eloquent and a lame person cross over mountains. My salutations to that supreme being whom Brahma, Varuna, Indra and Rudra glorify by divine hymns, whom singers of Saman praise by chanting this Veda with all the complementary parts, sections and Upanishads, whom yogins intuit with minds concentrated in meditation, and whose limit neither the hosts of devas nor the asuras know. So that was it for today, and I wish you health and happiness, and stay happy as ever, and with the Gita even happier. And stay tuned and like, share and subscribe if you want more of Trupti, and please comment in the comment box below. I will also put the text of this Dhyana Shloka so that you can recite along, and I will make more so that we can recite together and a little bit slowly. Thank you and see you. Bye bye. Take care.